Good afternoon. This is Colton with Build Brothers Roofing and Solar doing a digital roof inspection here for a homeowner out in the by the 8 freeway here. We like to do these inspections to outline the current condition of the roof and then provide any recommended action. This is a architectural asphalt shingle roof. It's a brown sandcastle color, and there's a couple things going on with this roof. We have a leak occurring right here in this bathroom right here. I do want to point out how there's been a repair done. You can see the discoloration in the shingles right here. There has been some sort of a shingle patch repair done already. There has been some mastic that has been put in this seam right here. So it looks like this has been going on for a while, but it has not, basically stop the leak. And so what I want to point out on this roof is that it's really hard to tell exactly where it's coming from. These are the penetrations for the bathroom right here. The water can be getting under the shingles at any point and finding a way, a nail, and getting into the attic and down. But we can see that during the roof installation, you can see how these lines aren't really straight. Looks like the shingle staggering line and the chalk line was a little bit wavy in the point where you question a little bit of the workmanship. The shingle stagger is beyond 6 inches in most of the areas of the shingle stagger. Usually we like to see it this wide. We're seeing almost this wide. So we're seeing close to 10 inches on the shingle stagger, and then also the waviness in the lines make me think that there was a little bit of stretching of the shingles that happened. What happens to the shingles over time is they kind of deteriorate, and you can see them start to crack, and then the granules kind of fluff off, and we can see how this gutter right here is filled with a bunch of granules. These are plastic gutters. We do recommend upgrading to a 5-inch seamless aluminum. I think that's going to be something that we're going to outline and measure out for this homeowner. But you can see a lot of the shingles around this area where it's leaking are cracked, and then getting up here, we see a lot of the shingles that are cracked right here, and then it's really hard to tell exactly where the leak's coming in, but we see a lot of shingles how they're wavy, the lines aren't straight. And then on the areas that get most sun exposure, we're seeing a lot of the ridge caps. There's a lot of degradation on the ridge caps, cracking at the top of the ridge caps with exposed nails, and then a lot of fiberglass kind of showing through on the southern sides that get a lot of sun, where you can see kind of the edge of the shingle. And this is when you know a shingle is at the end of its life, when you can start to see the fiberglass kind of show through on the edges. So yeah, it's hard to pinpoint exactly where this leak is coming from. It's coming from this valley right here. We need to just rip up all these shingles and kind of figure out and isolate and replace any bad plywood. Now, with the current condition of the rest of the roof, where we see a lot of damage on the ridge caps, and the southern sides have a lot of shingles, fiberglass showing through. We see kind of these two structures are newer. These were put in. I haven't figured out why exactly yet, but a lot of these ridge caps are expired. We see them cracking, no more granules on them. And then just the waviness of the shingle stagger, and you can see a lot of the fiberglass kind of starting to show through on this roof. So yeah, this is a really good candidate to tear it off and then re-shingle this roof with a new Owens Corning duration cool rated roofing system that actually has way more reflective properties. And we're gonna go to low profile vents. This way we can ensure fire protection for fire embers. These whirlybirds don't protect with any filament for fire embers. We're gonna go to a cool rated shingle. We're gonna upgrade the underlayment to a synthetic underlayment instead of a felt underlayment that traps a lot of heat. We're also gonna be able to give this a lifetime workmanship warranty. So the owner will never have to worry about this roof again. It's just too hard to tell where that leak is coming in right there. We're gonna need to do a big investigative repair to figure that out. At that point, we might as well just redo this roof at the same time to get the warranty up to standard. It is 20+ years old, and us being a full service and licensed solar company as well, we can remove this solar system and then reinstall it once the roof is complete. So we're gonna go ahead and outline that for the homeowner. You can see the waviness in these lines right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and measure it out right now, measure out the gutters. I wanna include that as a line item just because all these gutters are plastic and they're all filled with debris, as you can see down there. But gutters are a very important part of a roof to take water off the roof. It protects the stucco as well. So we're gonna outline that right now for the homeowner. We're gonna measure this out, get the accurate measurements up here, and we'll outline a full replacement. I just think that the repair, it'll get to a point where it's so investigative, it makes sense to just kind of do the whole thing. Never worry about this roof again. So I'm gonna start to outline that right now. Thank you.